What exactly, who exactly Team Jabber? Well, it's quite simple, let me tell you, yes. Team Jabber is basically you, me, fellow movie lovers getting together and doing what we love best with awesome company, watching a movie. We've done this before with Avengers, Born Legacy, Prometheus, and Amazing Spider-Man 2, and The Dark Knight Rises also. And this month we're going to watch Skyfall. For more information, Alright, our recommended series of this week comes from Shashi. Thank you very much. You recommended Argumental, but before I share my thoughts on it, here's what it looks like.
Do you know how bad the marketing is for the new wave of nuclear energy plants that they want to put in this country? The government is saying every time you open a new one, they'll give you a Bill Haley CD. Another old music reference there. Try Billy Fury!
Now, Argumental is a British panel comedy show, and they basically talk about things that affect the state of world affairs. Now, if you don't love the British accent, you may have a problem with this show, but other than that, I found it quite funny. That's what I can say. So I can give Argumental 7 out of 10, and I could recommend you to watch it. Why? Because number one, I love British humor, pretty solid, and number two, it's a bit different. Reminds me a bit of Whose Line Is It Anyway, if you guys remember that show. If you don't love British humor, if you do not love British accent, stay away from this show and go get deodorant. Last week we reviewed Mali. Thank you very much for all the correspondence and feedback from all of you guys on Facebook and also via email. And just to read one email, specific response from Michelle, aka Ayuma, Shelly Shells, on Facebook. Here's what she had to say. I agree with the review of Mali. Number one, I feel that there's a slow build on the storyline. And number two, I feel that the script is somewhat weak and not unique. And number three, some of the actors and actresses are simply sensational. However, I feel that some of them who have acted in other local productions are still carrying the former characters into this plot. It makes them come out as not owning the Mali character too well. And her fourth point is that technical quality is excellent and the producer really went an extra mile to produce something worth viewing. These local productions are made for the average Kenyan viewer like me and you. And so we figured, why not have in studio one random viewer of this web series and have their thoughts on Mali, not on Kenyan scene as a whole, and also, Speaking of which, here's Loy.
My name is Loy Awat, and I'm a member of Team Jabber. I love movies. I'm a writer for film and TV, and I'm a stop motion animator. So, local TV. In general, I feel like local productions are not up to par in terms of international standards. That is because of the scripting, because the stories come from the script. But a few that I've watched and I like in terms of just interesting shows with good writing, there's Nose of Gold and Briefcase Inc. And what else do I watch? Demigods, I think is good. I'm sure there are very many shows that have better writing than they did before. We don't have a specific film school in Kenya. We don't have opportunities to learn in the same way that other people in other countries have opportunities to learn about writing, about filmmaking, about making TV. And I feel like if we pay more attention to that and we get educated and we learn about stories and storytelling, it would be so much better. People love hating on local TV, local movies. But you know what? Very good things are coming out. This has been an amazing year, especially for film. And TV is also very much moving in the right direction. And as a writer, I can tell you personally, we're working towards it and everyone I know in the industry is really pushing it. What else can I say?
Here's a segment, Word from the Peeps. This is where we go to the Facebook group page and pick a question that we think is actually quite interesting that we'd love to share with you. And Word from the Peeps for this week comes from Ian Thinji, who asked this question. How do you judge if a film is good? Now, a couple of replies from people. We have David Kagwangi saying, for me, if the plot is not predictable. Almo says, does it succeed in conveying the intended message of the intended purpose? Whether educative, an attempt at swaying the public opinion, or just entertainment, pure and simple. So we ask you, how do you judge if a film is good? Let us know. Email us, moviejabber@gmail.com. You can even head on over to our Facebook group page and comment on that thread. Till then, I'm not Batman. That's it from us this week, people. Thank you once again for watching. See you next week, same time, same place, and hopefully not in the same clothes. Shower. Word.
Yeah, cut. Nice job, man.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, like what you did here.
I try to keep the wording, so I hope it's what the heck? What the hell?
Payback is a dog, specifically a female one.